So recently I just did a full stream of Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic, and here are my full thoughts of the game / story. Now, everybody please sit back, relax, calm down, because I'm going to be saying some unpopular opinions about this game, and enjoy my Guilty Gear gameplay, because I'm going to be playing through that on a live stream as well. So, but without further ado, let's just get started on the video. Now let's talk about the negatives of the game, because I want to end this video off positive. What I don't really like about the game. Some levels had me frustrated if you saw my live stream. I'm doing what I think I gotta do. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Actually, no, actually, now I'm going to Google it. I'm going to fucking Google it. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. What am I doing wrong? What is the actual fucking problem? Nah, fuck that shit. I'm Googling this shit. What the fuck do you mean? What the fuck? What's up, Steve? What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck? I want you to die in like the deepest fucking hole you possibly can fucking find. I want you to die in a hole so fucking deep that the Grim Reaper can't even fucking reach you. That's what I'm feeling right now. Because you are the worst human being. Whoever the fuck pitched the idea that, yeah, we should just make them go through it again. Let's start the show again. Let's start the show again. Let's start the show again. Do it again. Why not? It's not going to get boring or old at all. Like, fuck off. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. I'm looking up a fucking guide for it, bro. The fact that I literally don't even know what I'm doing wrong is the issue. I would not be this pissed off if it was just, oh, I'm doing it wrong, that's my fault. I get that. You know, I will admit when I'm fucking wrong. But what the fuck am I supposed to do? What am I doing wrong? What is this shit? I can't even fucking find the goddamn guide for it. So I'm gonna have to go in fucking blind. Get ready. Get ready for another 2 hours of this shit. Another 2 hours of Foxy's bullshit. Get ready, everybody. Fuck you. Oh my god. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, Mooney? Welcome to the stream. Shut the fuck up, Foxy. The captain! Are we attacked? Yeah! I got replaced like 13 fucking times. And you're never gonna see me again. Yeah! Fuck you. Specifically the Foxy Pirate one. All the other ones where I've been like extremely frustrated, I can understand how that's my fault. The Foxy Pirate level is literally my least favorite level of the entire game. Not because I thought it was unfair or anything. It was because every time I died, you played through the entire cutscene over and over again.
This is why sailors don't have boat parties.
I'm glad you're dead on the fucking floor.
Party.
Hey, man! Oh! You fucking me right now, right in my tiny little asshole. Is that what this is? Blind fucking bullshit luck. Fuck you and your luck. Fuck off. There's no way. What am I doing differently? Literally what? Name one fucking thing. My accuracy? My accuracy is shit. I suck at fucking shooters. This is bullshit. This is an outrage. I'm in the fat bitches. Dump the goddamn queen. I'm yapping. That's how mad I am at right now. Like, I'm just yapping. Are we done? Please tell me we're done. And I kept on saying how it was like the spring lock night in Sister Location. Not because it was hard. I mean, it was hard in Sister Location, don't get me wrong. But it was because every time we did it, we just had to keep watching the same cutscene over and over. And it's mainly that level. There was like another level where there were two other levels where Jenny just didn't know what the fuck to do, like with the I think her name is Dolly, like when she is in her like melted form, like with lava, like the molten lava form of her, and like she chased after you. Not a lot to say about that chase scene other than I kind of wish they pushed her model back like where she enters in a back a bit more, so it's really clear that you're supposed to go forward then to the left. Because once you put her that close, especially when her cutscene finishes before you land into that section, I don't know why you would think to run towards the animatronic burning of lava, but I guess you were supposed to. Again, I'm not allowed to say about the actual chase. It's just the start was really off. Like, either A, stall her animation until, you know, you can get to that point where you're just moving forward and to the left, because it wasn't even that far. It could just be like when you get to the doorway, she finishes her animations, and just have her go a bit faster at the start, you know. Or alternatively, just push her back a bit, or make it extremely clear. Like, I don't want these levels to be easier, don't get me wrong. I like difficult levels. It's just sometimes it was like, genuinely, why the fuck would I think to do that? Like, why would you think to go towards the burning animatronic instead of away or anywhere else? And then there was the crate moving section where you moved, not crate moving, it was like a platform moving section where you moved a bunch of platforms. That one was on me. I should have just assumed you could have probably found a way around like all the bullshit, like fucking hammer dudes and the sparklers. That's on me. It took me like an hour, like 2 hours actually, collectively, to figure out you could just do that. So, and it took me 2 hours collectively to do that. Thing I really didn't like about Secret of the Mimic is the lore implications of the game. I like the story of the game in isolation. I think it's pretty fucking sweet and cool. But like the lore implications and just like, okay, maybe I'm just a little confused, and go ahead and correct me in the comments. But the fact that this fucking company is built over the FNAF 1 location, and it's okay, a little correction here. I'm going to say Security Beach was built over the Pizzaplex. Obviously that's not true because they're the same fucking spot. I meant the Pizzaplex was built over the Pizza Place. Just before anyone fucking comes in the comments and is a dick about that. It's like, okay, you know, with Security Breach being built over the Pizzaplex, I was willing to like be like, okay, sure, that kind of makes sense, because we don't know how much time is in between those two games. Like, it could be anywhere from like 10 to 20 years. So yeah, they're building over it kind of makes sense. But it's like, this takes place in 1979, and the facility was, I think, like abandoned in like the 1977, I think. And then we get like to the FNAF 1 location, where it seems like it only started running in 1983. So why was it built over? And I don't even know if that's like just the one that we play in the first game, or if that's just another location, like a prototype location. I'm not too sure. Again, I might be confused. But if you're in like, and then there's the whole FNAF 4 house thing and the sister location thing, and the FNAF 4 house is built over sister location, we know that. But like, now it's a little weird. Okay, the lore implications, especially with them making Edwin a lot more important than I believe he should have been. Don't get me wrong, I like Edwin. I think his story is pretty cool and actually very unique for FNAF, but it's like, okay, he designed the original animatronics. All right, what the fuck did Henry do then? What was his fucking purpose? If Afton was like the robot builder, right? Afton built robots. We know that. They all built robots. But it was like, it was very clear on like what they were, like what each one did. And again, I know in like real life people don't just stick to one thing, and I get that. But it's like, you know, we went how long believing Henry built the robots, at least the FNAF 1 robots, and now we know that's not the case. Unless they're stating that Edwin built the spring-lock versions of those suits, and then Henry built the other suits, and then Afton built the sister location suits, then it kind of makes a little bit more sense. And it doesn't imply too much. But then we have other things like that, like I just don't really, maybe I'm just not getting it or understanding it. But like other really big implications, like the Sun and Moon stuff with Edwin and the first Mimic design. Like I don't know. I don't think I get. Like I'm not vibing with the lore. And I might need someone to actually like make a video and explain it to me, because if someone writes a fucking paragraph, I'm gonna die. But like it's just, I don't know. I'm not really liking it. And when I made those 2 videos early on in the month, right? I mean, this only solidifies why I don't like FNAF fans. Y'all niggas think that people have to live in absolutes. Y'all people think that someone can't like and love something at the same time. I love and hate FNAF at the same time. All right, I love aspects and I hate aspects. That's just how life is. You can have multiple opinions on something, right? And my opinion on the game before I played it was, I don't really like the lore surrounding it, but the gameplay looks good, right? And this is kind of my segue into what I liked about the game. The gameplay was good. My opinions haven't changed about the game before and after playing it. I like the gameplay. I don't like the lore. I like the story. I don't like the implications of it. You know, that was my opinion of the game beforehand. I don't like the implications of how it impacts the lore, but I like the story. It's kind of like Bunny Call, right? I mean, Bunny Call doesn't really like impact a lot of the lore, but I like the story. I just don't want it to have lore implications. You know, I like Count the Ways. I just don't want it to have lore implications. Fazgoo. I don't like Fazgoo. I still don't want it to have lore implications. You guys get what I'm saying, right? But it's like, I like the story. I actually really like this story. I think it's very sweet, and you know, especially since this game released before Father's Day, and the main like plot point of the story is the fact that Edwin's just a dumb, like, kind of a dick father. Like, he's a dick father. He neglects his kid, he neglects his wife, and then after his wife dies, instead of like being closer to his kid, he just makes a bot to do it. Instead of getting and then when his kid dies, he's like, he gets mad at the bot for trying to like not make him so lonely. It's like, why are you such an asshole? Like, I don't really, like, I'm not that upset about Edwin going missing. I kind of wish, I hope he's dead. Like, he's kind of a shit father, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's very clear that he's a really broken man. But I think the lore is very sweet, especially if you unlock the secret third ending, which I didn't get to do. I only unlocked the second ending. Not on stream. I did that off stream. But like, I like the story. I don't like the lore implications, and this is kind of what I hope Steel Wool's going in this direction, where it's a soft reboot instead of just trying to add on. Because my issue with Steel Wool is not that I don't think they're like a bad. I like their games. Besides Security Breach, I like all their games. I like Help Wanted. I like Help Wanted 2. I like Ruin a little bit, and I like Secret of the Mimic. I really like Secret of the Mimic, right? But it's just, I think instead of adding on more and more and more, that we should do a soft reboot and just, you know, so it's easier to digest, like, right? Because the thing about the FNAF lore, it doesn't feel like FNAF lore, and especially with FNAF fans. I don't like the community. I hate the community. I actively do not participate in a lot of communicative things, and that's because I hate the fans. And I feel like, because here's the thing, talking about FNAF 10 years ago and talking about FNAF now is 2 completely different beasts, right? FNAF 10 years ago, the lore was not that complex. It really wasn't. It was like 3 games, and it was very simple, all right? The game timeline, also very simple. Like, you knew it. It was 2, 1, 3. That's it, right? And the lore wasn't that hard. A guy kills kid, the guy goes into a suit, he dies, and then FNAF 3 happens. Like, it wasn't that complex, right? Talking about FNAF, super simple. You can get somebody on the FNAF lore easy. But now it's like, now it's not just games. It's all the games, all the side games, all the books, all the fucking ARGs, all the fucking, like, and it's like, now talking about FNAF just sucks, because if you're tuned out, you don't know anything anymore, right? If you tuned out of FNAF like 3 years ago, you could still catch on pretty quick. It's like, if you tuned out of FNAF, maybe you missed a game. and it's like there's only 5 games, you may have missed a game. That's it. And even then, that game didn't really have heavy lore implications, so it's not like you didn't get the story at all. But now, if you tune out of it, like again, back then, tune out of FNAF for like a year. For 1 year, you missed a game. Tune out of FNAF for 1 year nowadays, and it's like 13 books came out, right? And no games have came out, so you weren't really that in tune, and you're waiting for the next game. Like 13 books came out. If you don't read every single one, you're just not gonna understand the next game, right? And that was one of my fears about coming into this game, and now going into another positive, right? I said in my video, I'm very afraid that they're gonna make it to where you need to read the books in order to understand shit. No, you don't. And in this game, they realize, okay, not everybody has fucking time. And I know every positive talk about I have negatives to say. I'm sorry. Again, talking to FNAF fans suck, because it's like, if I say sorry, I didn't read the book, they're gonna be like, oh, why didn't you read it? It's like, nigga, I don't got time. I got a job. I got a life. I got shit to do. I'm not jobless. I'm not saying if you are caught up that you are jobless. I'm saying if you're a dick about it, you're definitely fucking jobless. But it's like, I don't got time to read all those fucking books, bro. I got shit to do. I got people. I can't fucking read 13 books on my spare time. I don't have that time, brother. I don't got that shit. I don't want to do all that, bro. And especially since FNAF books are so hit and miss. I don't want to read mid. Fuck you. I'm not wasting my time reading fucking mid. I don't care if there's like a good one every now and then. Bunny Call is an awesome fucking book, but it's surrounded by so much mid. Oh my goodness. But the game, again, back to the positives. The game doesn't assume that you've read the book. Alright, it just tells you the story. It tells you the story of the mimic. It doesn't make you. You don't need to read 13 different fucking books. You just gotta play the game, and that's awesome. Thank you, Stillwell. Thank you, because like genuinely, because I was actually afraid they were gonna have to make me read 13,000 other fucking books just so I can fucking understand. And obviously, I'm exaggerating the amount of books. I'm exaggerating. It's a hyperbole. I'm specifically stating this because in my last few videos, I made a hyperbole, and like there was a comment saying, actually, it's like, bro, it's a hyperbole. Fucking goddamn. I'm sorry, FNAF fans piss me off. Okay, another thing I liked was the voice acting. The voice acting, amazing. Kellen Golf, you did it again. I didn't even notice. I usually am able to notice if Kellen Goff is who Kellen Goff plays. You can tell. You can always fucking tell who he plays, right? Like FNAF Security Breach, obviously he was playing Freddy and Son, right? I knew that, right? But this fucker, every voice actor was awesome. Okay, I just want that to be known. Every voice actor did an amazing job. I'm only talking about Kellen Goff because he's like my favorite one. I fucking love him. He plays Diavolo in JoJo's, and he's just, again, dude, you are popping off. Please keep doing what you're doing, dude. You're awesome. And then we have Andy Field, I think that's how you say his name. And again, Andy, I'm not gonna lie, here's the thing about Andy, bro. And this is gonna go like a negative overall about my opinions on FNAF Security Breach, bro. You fumbled, because it was very heavily implied that Andy's voice, because he was gonna voice a character that was supposed to be like really huge in the game, but then it just kind of swayed off. But Andy's such a good voice actor. Him as Hand Unit is just, I know it's called Dispatch in the game, but that's fucking Hand Unit, right? Like, am I the only one? Like, that's definitely a Hand Unit. You can't tell me otherwise. He also plays that captain for Foxy's crew, I think, and yeah, he's just awesome. And also like all the other voice actors, Heather Masters, I think is her name. Sorry if I'm saying their names wrong. Heather Masters, she's been a part of the whole FNAF crew thing for a while now. Ever since what? Heather Masters, what would that be, like Sister Location? She was Baby, yeah, she was Baby. I'm looking at it right now. She was Baby, so yeah, she's been same with Colin Goff, right? Her and Kellen, like day one fucking actors, bro. Good job. I actually didn't notice who she was playing, and then I found out she was playing Nurse Dolly, and good on you. Again, I just didn't realize it. Again, hats off to everybody else who played in who voice acted in this game. It's just I'm only naming the people who I'm really familiar with. Voice acting, 10 out of 10. I fucking loved it. Animation, also really good. I genuinely was scared at a lot of points. Like there were points in the game where the jump scares weren't like affecting me, and then right after that, when they built that atmosphere up, it just affected me again. And I gotta say, another thing this game brought back. All right, this game brought back the atmosphere part of FNAF. What a lot of people don't realize, right, is yeah, jump scares not scary. They're not that scary. They're only scary when you build atmosphere, you know? It's the sauce, okay? It's the sauce. It's the seasoning. You can't have fucking spaghetti without any of those, all right? Or else it's just going to be a bunch of wet noodles. And you don't want wet noodles. That's disgusting. Fuck you if you like wet noodles. Unless you subscribe to me, which you should do right now. Subscribe. Do it right now. But FNAF, for a while, I felt like hasn't been FNAF. You know, what FNAF was to me was the lore, it was good, and the atmosphere was good. That's why it was scary. The lore, you already know my opinions on the lore, bro. You already know my opinions. I don't really like it that much. But, right, for a while, the atmosphere of FNAF wasn't FNAF, right? The atmosphere was kind of shit. It was like, oh, the security breach was like in a big mall. I wasn't scared at all playing that game. I was more frustrated. But here, I was pissing my pants, bro. This shit was actually scary, especially the Jackie chase scene. That was scary, like seeing the hands just barely miss you as you're running off. And of course the Tiger Rock fight was also fucking insane. Just like one moment he's not there, the next moment he's breathing down your fucking neck. It was beautiful. And the Dolly part, mainly the whole like her just getting off the rails, like the devotion is insane. Just ripping off her own feet, just the fucking chase. He was actually crazy. I liked it. So yeah, those are my basic opinions on the game. I say basic, I've been talking for like 15 minutes straight. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I liked the game. I think it is a top 3 FNAF game for me in isolation. When it comes to lore though, I don't like it. Again, that's just me, and I know I might have some miscommunications with this game, because again, I don't like reading the books. I haven't read all the books yet. I'm planning on it though. And yeah, I genuinely just, you know what I mean. Anyway, I am the next video is it's probably gonna be a good one. Probably, I don't fucking know. I actually don't know when I'm gonna make next video. And I'll see y'all later. Okay, goodbye. And one last thing. Sorry to keep you here. I just saw a clip of Queso. So Queso said he wasn't gonna play the game because it doesn't look like FNAF and it looks like Poppy Playtime. If you genuinely don't want to play this game because you think it looks too much like Poppy Playtime or looks too much like Garten of Banban, I only have one thing to say to you. I mean, go ahead, dude. Just don't play it. Don't play it. Okay, I'm not saying because it's bad or anything. I'm saying if you want to miss out on peak, go ahead, dude. I don't think a lot of people realize we can't go back to old FNAF anymore. We're not at the click team era anymore. This is Steelwool. I don't think a lot of people realize that we're at a point in FNAF of no return. We can't go back to just 2D clicking, all right? Every game has to outdo itself. That's how games work. FNAF isn't made by one guy anymore. It's made by an official company with people who do shit, you know? I'm not saying Queso's in the wrong for having that opinion. What I am saying is realize, please, everybody, not just everybody, realize we're at a point of no return. FNAF is made by a company now, not just a regular nigga. Anyway, bye.